Welcome back to the grind of Monday. You know, if you're like 90% of all Americans that are doing something that they don't love because they just need to pay bills, you're not alone, okay? There's a story of a monk by the name of Brother Lawrence that I want to share with you. Excuse me. This monk had gone into the monastery and he was asked to be the treasurer, except he screwed up the treasury money because he wasn't good at math. Then they asked him to be the cook, and he was no good at cooking. So then they asked him to go get the groceries for the cook, but he had a physical deformity that caused him to walk very slow. And then the food would come back late, and then lunch and dinner would be late. And so they finally, after demotion after demotion after demotion after demotion, put him as the dishwasher. And in his book, or his letters that he written, now I'm probably going to blink on the book, Practicing the Presence of God, this monk says that he experienced more time and more presence of God washing dishes than anything else he's ever done. And he concentrated on doing what he did for the glory of God. And then practicing the presence of God where he was at, whether he liked the job or not. And because he practiced the presence of God, it brought fulfillment and it brought joy into what he was doing. So if you're in a job or in a situation or a time in life that it just feels like a grind and you don't like what you're doing, take time to pause and practice the presence of God. You know, we've heard of the story Daniel in the lion's den. One of the great habits that Daniel had was he would spend time in prayer with God 3 times a day. Now you're like, well, but I can't just stop working and spend time praying and not work. Well, I understand that. But you can acknowledge God where you're at in your heart and in your mind as you're working. You know, maybe take 30 seconds or a minute to just thank God for what you have. And then out of thankfulness and out of joy and gratitude will come a wellspring of life. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Stay encouraged. God loves you, and I love you. Take care. God bless.